We shall now move on to the next chapter, hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons are compounds of carbon and hydrogen only. Hydrocarbons can be classified into three types: saturated, unsaturated, and aromatic hydrocarbons. Alkanes are saturated hydrocarbons. They are open chain compounds, and alkanes contain carbon-carbon single bonds. Closed chain saturated compounds are called cycloalkanes. Under unsaturated hydrocarbons, we have alkenes and alkynes. Alkenes have carbon-carbon double bonds, whereas alkynes have carbon-carbon triple bond. Aromatic hydrocarbons are a special type of cyclic compounds. So we shall start with the saturated hydrocarbons, also known as alkanes. The first member among alkanes is methane, and the molecular formula is CH4. Second member among alkanes is ethane. The condensed formula is CH3CH3 and its molecular formula is C2H6. Propane, 3-carbon alkane, condensed formula CH3CH2CH3. Alkanes are inert and they do not react with acids, bases and other reagents. Therefore, alkanes are known as paraffins. General formula is CnH2n plus 2. Alkanes form a homologous series. We know that in a homologous series, all the compounds will be having the same functional group and the successive members will be differing by a CH2 group and the difference in mass will be 14U. So, alkanes form a homologous series. Consider methane, the first member. It is tetrahedral and the bond angle is 109 degree 28 minutes. We know that in methane, the carbon-hydrogen bonds are formed by the overlap of the sp3 hybrid orbital of carbon with the s orbital of hydrogen. So, in methane, carbon is under sp3 hybridized state. So, that is why methane is tetrahedral and the bond angle is 109 degree 28 minutes. In alkanes, different tetrahedra are joined together. Structure and isomerism. Alkanes exhibit structural isomerism. In structural isomerism, they exhibit chain isomerism. We know that in chain isomerism, the isomers differ in their structure and the difference in structure is due to the difference in the number of carbon atoms forming the longest chain. Now consider butane. The two different isomers of butane are normal butane and isobutane. Normal butane is a straight chain alkane with 4 carbon atoms present in the longest chain, whereas isobutane has 3 carbon atoms in the longest chain and the 4th carbon is attached to the second carbon. So, normal butane is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, whereas isobutane is 2-methyl propane, which is CH3, CH, CH3, CH3. The IUPAC name of isobutane is 2-methyl propane. So, these are the two isomers of butane. Next, we shall consider isomers of pentane. There are 3 different isomers of pentane, which are normal pentane, isopentane and neopentane. Now consider normal pentane. In normal pentane, we can find that all the 5 carbon atoms are present in the longest chain. Consider isopentane. Here 4 carbon atoms are present in the longest chain and the 5th carbon is attached to the second carbon. So, the IUPAC name of isopentane is 2-methyl butane. Now, consider neopentane. 3 carbon atoms are present in the longest chain and the remaining 2 carbon atoms are attached to the second carbon. The IUPAC name of neopentane is 2,2-dimethyl propane. So, these are the 3 different isomers of pentane. What is meant by primary carbon, secondary carbon, tertiary carbon and quaternary carbon? Primary carbon is carbon atom which is attached to no other carbon atom as in methane or which is attached to only one other carbon atom as in ethane. So, if a carbon atom is directly attached to only one other carbon atom, it will be called as a primary carbon atom. Now consider secondary carbon. A carbon atom which is directly attached to 2 other carbon atoms will be called as secondary, whereas a carbon atom directly attached to 3 other carbon atoms will be called as tertiary carbon, and quaternary carbon is the carbon atom which is directly attached to 4 other carbon atoms. Next we shall discuss about the nomenclature of alkanes. Consider the first compound given. The condensed formula or the structural formula is given. How can we get the IUPAC name of the compound? The IUPAC name is given as 4-ethyl 2-methyl hexane. First step is to identify the carbon chain, the longest carbon chain. So here in this case, the longest carbon chain is with 6 carbon atoms. We can number the carbon atoms present in the longest chain either from left to right or from right to left. The numbering has to be selected in such a way that the substituents get the lowest number. So that is why the compound is named as 4-ethyl 2-methyl hexane. Ethyl comes first in the alphabetical order, so that is why the name is written as 4-ethyl 2-methyl hexane. Now consider the next compound B. The structural formula is given. We should first find out the longest carbon chain. Here in this case, it is with 8 carbon atoms. 2 ethyl groups are attached to the third carbon atoms, and an isopropyl group CH3 twice CH is attached to the fifth carbon. So the name of the compound is 3,3-diethyl 5-isopropyl 4-methyl octane. Methyl group is attached to the fourth carbon. Isopropyl group is attached to the fifth carbon, and 2 ethyl groups are attached to the third carbon. So that is why the name of the compound is taken as 3,3-diethyl 5-isopropyl 4-methyl octane. Now consider the next example given. The IUPAC name of the compound is 5,2,2-dimethyl propyl nonane. It is nonane because 9 carbon atoms are present in the longest chain, and 2,2-dimethyl propyl group is attached to the fifth carbon. Now consider the next example. The IUPAC name of the compound can be written as 3-ethyl 5-methyl heptane. The longest chain is with 7 carbon atoms. Ethyl group is attached to the third carbon, and methyl group is attached to the fifth carbon. So the IUPAC name of the compound is 3-ethyl 5-methyl heptane.